A heart-stopping moment during a kayak rescue.
And there were 3 people out here, and we are still missing one.
The other girl, she'll be drifting slightly left.
A search for a lost swimmer in Wellington.
Somebody in the water off Kayaker Bay, which is not too far from where we are now, and they don't appear to be making any attempt to swim.
And greedy fishermen caught red-handed.
You were throwing Paua over the side. Why were you doing that? They were Paua. You think I'm dumb?
It's a typical summer's day out in Auckland Harbour. Changeable, and when a change of conditions occurs, it's not just boaties who can get themselves into trouble. Maritime Police officers Alison and Steve have been called to assist 4 missing kayakers somewhere off Rangitoto Island.
Are you able to ask him where his position is at the moment and if he can see us?
One of the kayakers has managed to call for help on his cell phone. He's tipped out of his kayak with no idea where he is.
Police approximately a kilometre north from the lighthouse. Hi, ABJ. He's level with a red buoy at the moment.
He's clinging onto his kayak at the moment, so he just can't seem to get back in, so we can try and find him out by one of the boys. He's by the red, so if we go up by the trees, up through the channel, he must be.
With the wind picking up, the officers are getting worried the kayakers are drifting further away from any landmarks.
I don't see any kayakers anywhere.
No. So I might ask her to find out if he is definite about the Ringy Channel.
I reckon it's the wrong place.
You actually just need to confirm that he is sure it's in the Rangitoto Channel and that he's off the actual Rangitoto light.
Roger, he's saying he's in the channel between North Shore and Rangitoto.
I just think you have to be a real idiot to go a long way offshore because you'll never go back, you'll never paddle into it. And the wind.
No, but he doesn't seem to know the area, so maybe he's not a local.
Steve's frustrated the kayakers obviously did not check the wind forecast. It's 25 knots, gusting to 35.
He's given us a couple of conflicting directions, which makes it difficult. So we're just going to get a call directly from him, so it might make it a bit easier. Anton, it's Alison here. I'm just trying to pinpoint your location. So there's a red reflective buoy. Does it have a number on it, Anton? Oh, you're quite a distance from the buoy. Okay, how far out further from the buoy are you? A further kilometre north of the buoy, they are. Yeah, let me know when you can see us.
The caller sounds disoriented. Having been in the water for nearly an hour, he may be suffering from hypothermia.
Yeah, so you can see us now. Okay, see you now. See them? Yeah. There's a paddle just here.
Yeah, we'll get him first.
Yeah. We'll go and get the guy first.
Okay, leave your kayak. Come to us. Just wait.
Yep. All right. Have a seat just down here. Yeah, out of the wind. Just have a seat down there.
You all right, buddy?
Right.
Yeah, oh, she's a bit rough out there. We didn't anticipate this sort of.
Yeah, I mean, coming in as well, we'll pick them all.
All of them.
Yeah.
As Alison and Steve work quickly to get 3 of the kayakers on board,
So we've still got one outstanding.
Okay.
with a sense of dread, they realise that one of the group has drifted away.
Just been tied up pulling people in. There were 3 people out here, and we are still missing one.
Here you go.
The other girl, she'll be drifting slightly left. She seemed to have been drifting slightly left.
Yeah.
So she'll be further north than this point,
Yeah.
closer to the island.
Okay.
With the strong currents, the Coastguard has now joined the search for the missing woman.
And she's got blue on.
Yeah, she's got a blue. Her life vest won't stand out at all.
Exactly how far she has drifted has everybody very worried and on high alert. On Wellington Harbour, Maritime Police have their own emergency. There's been a call about a lost swimmer, and with 55-knot winds rolling off the harbour, the sea's not pretty. There's also concern that in these conditions, the swimmer will be highly susceptible to hypothermia.
Somebody in the water off Kayaker Bay, which is not too far from where we are now, and they don't appear to be making any attempt to swim. Cold southerly and very high winds, 55-knot gusts, which is 90-odd kilometres an hour, so not a good day to go swimming. So if somebody's gone out today, highly likely that they'd come to grief in these sorts of conditions.
Still a few minutes away from Kayaker Bay where the swimmer was last seen, Dave checks to see what other support services are in the vicinity.
At the moment I'm just trying to raise support services, other rescue units, in case there's somebody on the water closer than us to them.
VFL, go ahead.
Are you able to dispatch a short patrol to see if they can get onto this vessel?
Roger, KLQ3 is doing that.
Roger, 10-2, can you alert Westpac and put them on standby, please? Have you still got the informant on the line?
Negative. The informant stated that this person had drifted.
Details are still very sketchy about where the lost swimmer was spotted, although as Dave approaches the area, he tries to remain positive. Surely only a very strong swimmer would venture out in these conditions.
I mean, who's out there swimming? Who knows? Could be somebody training for a triathlon and they're fine. It's also equally likely that they may have misread the weather and gone out kayaking and be sitting there waiting to be picked up. So.
Directly out in front of their house, about 150 metres from the shore, is the person in the water. They don't appear to be making any attempts to swim.
The informant can still see the swimmer in the water, but Dave can't, so he needs more information about where to locate him.
And, see if she can direct us. I can't see anything from our location at the moment.
You need to go further north, past the jetty, and it's in that area where she lost sight of this person.
But the informant has now lost sight of the swimmer. The situation is getting critical.
If you can be on standby, at this stage I just need a little more information for what I'm searching for. I've got a report of a person who was in the water 150 metres from Kayaker Bay, out off the wharf area. Now, that person can't be seen at the moment. The informant can no longer see it, so just before I dispatch you, I just want to try and find a little bit more information.
But before the chopper takes to the air, another message comes through from police communications. The lost swimmer has been located.
He's drifted south towards the head direction, he told me. He's gone behind the eucalypt tree.
One of the shore patrols has found a swimmer on the shore who's saying that, yes, he was out there swimming today. And so if he can be confirmed as being the person identified by the member of the public that rang, then we're all standing down. At this stage we're happy. It's a stand down all round. This sounds like a swimmer, and I've no doubt if he's intended swimming on a day like today, he's probably a fairly competent swimmer. Has been found by one of our shore units, so I'm just notifying the other search and rescue agencies.
Despite the risky conditions, the swimmer's story has a happy ending. On Auckland Harbour, Maritime Police had a call about 4 missing kayakers. They've rescued 3 of them, but one of the party has drifted away.
Where did you last see her? She was further north than us and close to the island.
Whereabouts close down here? Say further north.
Yeah, Mitch, where did you last see her? Because you saw her last year. So north this way and close to the island. She was drifting close to there.
As they get closer to Rangitoto, Alison thinks she can see something on the rocks.
This one here. Confirm we've located the 4th and last person in the party.
There are sighs of relief all around. The woman has managed to paddle to dry land, but she must hit the water one more time to board the police boat.
If she can paddle out.
You're quite shallow here.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just don't want to end up on the rocks either.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of an underestimation, eh? I'm just we're glad we brought the Ziploc bag with the phone in it, eh?
Oh yeah, otherwise you guys would be in for a...
Yeah, no, it was a starting van, it would have been.
You're going to come in the back here, Yancy? Yeah.
Running out of room back here, Ali.
I know, there's a few.
As Kelsey, the last of the kayakers, is hauled to safety, Anton explains how the group got into trouble.
That purple one filled with water. So I had to pull it up onto my kayak and actually pull into the water out of it. So Teresa's in the water for like an hour.
I tried to turn around, but this thing, he got caught and I couldn't pull it around. So I just had to keep going because that current was pulling me out. So I just had to drift up here.
Coming out of the coast.
While the youngsters may be pumped full of adrenaline after their rescue, Steve knows it's important for them to get warm, and quickly. This group is very lucky. What started out as a sheltered paddle from Milford Beach turned into a major rescue operation in 30-knot winds. It's the start of summer on Wellington Harbour, and the Maritime Police are out making sure people are keeping to the rules.
We've just seen a dinghy just over here, so we're just going to go and speak to the occupants just to see what they're up to. Looks like they're actually fishing, so we'll just make sure they've got the right amount of fish on board and just check to see if they've got life jackets on board. G'day. How's it going? You caught anything? Nothing? Hey, I'll just check your boat just to make sure. Can you just show me what's in the chili bin? Yeah. Nothing in there? Okay.
The men claim to have caught nothing today, but Dave needs to check all the bins.
Hey, can you just pass me up the fish bin?
Do you want to have a look what's in here? That's what you want.
I want to have a look in your fish bin.
Yeah, that's the fish bin. That's what we put there.
Yeah, you got some blue cod in there, which have looked a little bit too small. I just want to measure them.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Dave suspects that the no fish declaration may translate to undersized fish.
The size of a cod is 33 centimetres. That's probably 24.5. It's a little bit too small. Just on 29 centimetres, so he's small as well. And he's 24 centimetres, so looks like we're getting a little bit of a pattern here of small cod. So what we've got is we've got 6 blue cod, which are undersized. So we're going to get rid of these blue cod. He's not going to have them. I'm going to obviously get their details and I'll refer them to Fisheries. I'll pass the details on to them and I'd say they'll probably get a ticket. You've got 6 cod, which are undersized.
Would you mind if I come over?
What for?
I just want to see what size I got.
You don't believe me?
I'll show you.
The man is desperately trying to retrieve his dinner.
And do you want to give me the fish to take home?
No, you can't.
No,
take
you're
them
not
home.
having it.
Right?
You're not having it. I'll, what we'll do is,
Family?
I do have a family, that's correct. But you can't take undersized fish. Okay, so you have to stick to the rules or you'll get prosecuted.
Sweet ass, all right? Do whatever you want to do.
So obviously he's not very happy about it. They're babies, they're tiddlers, that spoils it for everybody else.
Dave and Ross continue to patrol Wellington Harbour.
G'day. Just a fisheries check. Now that's the proper size blue cod. Okay, have a good day.
But after only a few short hours, they can't believe their eyes. It's the 2 guys in the dinghy again.
Stop there, please. Can you stop there, please?
And one of them is now sporting dive gear.
Just hand the bin over here.
After handing over the bin full of Paua, the fisherman accidentally drops 2 of the shellfish overboard.
Oops, there goes 2.
And then, seeing another Paua lying next to his chili bin, he disposes of that one too.
Oh, hey. Well, what else you got on board? What's in the chili bin?
Why were you throwing Paua over the side? When we came around, why were you throwing Paua over the side? No, not you, him. You were throwing Paua over the side. Why were you doing that? They were Paua. You think I'm dumb?
So I'm just measuring the Paua at the moment, and we'll go from there. We'll see what they've got. Looks like they got a little bit too many. There's only one diver.
The legal limit for Paua is 10 per gatherer.
1920. So they got 20, and we've seen them chuck 3 over.
Chucked 3 over while we were here, plus he threw 2 over before we
So you're the only diver?
No, he got his one, I got my one.
He's not a diver.
He's got his
Where's his
one.
kit?
Well, he get over there, you can just
You need to sit
Where's his
down.
kit? Where's his kit?
You need to sit down or
Where's the rest of his dive gear?
him.
Yeah.
Over there, you can just go on the island, you can just walk in there and break them.
I don't believe you.
Well,
I think you're the only diver. He hasn't been diving.
The man in the diving equipment is claiming his suspiciously dry-looking buddy walked on the reef to collect the 10 Paua.
You know you were doing wrong, because that's why you were chucking them over the side.
So technically, we can take the whole Paua away because you've breached the fence by having too many, by having 25.
sorry about that off here.
And we'll, again, tell fisheries what you've been up to. Okay? But I don't believe your story about you getting in the water.
Oh, hang on, there's another one under the seat there, you see?
Oh, there is 2.
One under the seat.
Have you got one underneath?
One under
Yeah.
the seat, I can see it. See, why would you have 20 in your box and the other 5 hidden on the floor?
These guys just don't know when to quit, and one day being caught with 6 undersized blue cod and at least 15 excess Paua.
Every time we see you, we're going to come and check. Because this is the second time in one day we've caught you and you've been breaking the rules.
Oh, what happened is I said to you, they're gonna eat there and I'm gonna take home nothing.
Well, what your friends are?
Yeah, they're all waiting for more there.
Oh, we saw them sitting there.
Yeah, they're sitting there waiting
Hey, well,
for me
guess
and they-
what?
And they'll take
You should
more.
tell them they can go and get their own.
Well, fisheries aren't going to be too happy with you either.
If I go fishing and I didn't even eat for my angles or house,
Yeah, I know.
They'll say I'm a bad man.
Yeah, well, you just tell them that there's rules and you can't
I know.
break the rules.
Where's the broker?
Oh, God.
Why?
Because they were too small. You need to go home and read those books, and next week I'll give you a test.
Because we're bound to see you again.
Nah. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay then.
It's time to hit home.
I think it is too.
This couple of comedians speed off, but they may not be laughing when they receive their infringement notices. Both were fined $500 each by the Ministry of Fisheries for possession of undersized cod and excess Paua. It's Labour weekend in Masterton, and fishery officers Rob and Anne are out on patrol on the Wairarapa coast. It's a well-known hotspot for Paua poachers due to its remoteness and proximity to buyers in Wellington. The first diver the officers encounter seems to have lost his sea legs.
We'll just check your catch anyway to see what's in there.
Measured it, mate. I'm not even in the high tide.
That's okay, fine. All right. Just have a look. No, don't chuck anything back, thanks.
Oh, I haven't measured them.
Yeah, we're just going to do them now.
You know your size, eh?
Yeah.
125.
Yeah. But what you got to realise is that from the high tide mark, I can measure them and take
Yeah,
back
no, I'm just
to the
saying,
water.
don't throw anything back before we've had a look, though.
Paua should be measured as they are gathered, under the water. This gives them a better chance of survival if they are too small to take.
Those are of legal size.
Yeah.
I'll get you to take your 10 out of there. Those are undersize.
Yeah.
Okay. So less than 125 mil.
Yeah.
Those are all 125 mil. So I'll get you to take your biggest 10 out of there, and the other ones can go back. All right.
Oh, what about my mate over there? If he's
Where's your mate?
well, we'll go over there and I'll show you.
Is he diving?
Yeah.
As the diver puts the undersized Paua back into the water, he's hoping he may be able to keep more than the legal 10 if his mate is caught under the threshold. The officers accompany the diver to meet his mate to see if he's compliant.
Do you want me to measure them?
Oh, I've already measured them.
Oh, I haven't measured them.
top.
Yeah.
If it fits in there, it's undersized. It's bigger than that.
Oh, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Thanks for that.
Hold on, just have a quick measure.
Yeah,
there's
there's
my
my measure right there, mate.
And I'll grab our own.
Rob takes the opportunity to explain the new accumulation rules.
See if it fits into the gap?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, it's undersized.
That is.
All right?
Shit, sorry, mate. I thought I'd got that one all right.
I'll
Sorry.
grab that one. I'll show you on this gauge anyway. So 125 is where my thumbnail is.
Yeah, mate.
And
Oh, sorry. Because I did mention them. Shit,
Yep.
bloody hell.
So with that one there, they're all good.
Yep. Because I got about, I think I got 14 or all or something, and
That one I showed you.
I just buggered that one up.
Okay.
I've never done that before.
Okay, you've obviously got one of our measurers, so you just need to stick to the legal
Just have
size.
to make sure I'm
Yeah.
onto it.
Okay. If it falls within that space,
It's too small.
yeah.
Yep.
So if it falls in that gap, then it's deemed to be undersized,
It's
so it
too
must be
small.
returned.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a verbal warning for that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
But I'll also grab your details.
Rob takes the details of the second diver in case of further infringements.
Unfortunately, I was out by 2 millimetres, and you know whether you're out by 2 or 20, and under is an under. So I got a warning for it, which is fair enough, and I sure as hell won't be making that mistake again.